Guys, episode 78 of the Luke and Lewis show has arrived. We're here. We're at it once again. Hello, Luke.
Hello, Lewis.
Yes.
Pleased to meet you.
No, this is episode 98.
Oh, of course. Lewis. Yes,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah, been doing this for a while
That's
now.
cool. How are you?
100 episodes next week.
Oh, sorry, that was a bit of a weird start.
That's strange,
I made that fucking weird, guys.
Yeah.
I know Lewis.
we
We
know each
do
other
a
for a
show,
little bit.
and before this, we did like years of radio together.
Yeah.
And then before that, we did stand up.
Yeah.
Before
that, we didn't know each other.
and you introduced yourself to me 3 times when we first met.
Yeah, and now
you
you're
were like,
doing it to me.
You were like, pleased to meet you. It's just payback.
Yeah, fuck. That is a good one.
That's a long con from Luke.
That's a
Yeah,
very long
real
con.
long play, and I think we can all agree
Yeah.
it did not pay off in the end. It was a
Guys?
bit weird.
Guys, right? We've sold every single shit
Oh,
sock.
true.
Well done. Every single pair of the shitty socks is gone. Thank fuck. We don't have to look at it anymore. You don't have to look at it anymore. All of these audio listeners, you can return to the YouTube version. I know a lot of people left. Switch to the audio version.
I would have too. It would look terrible.
Understandable. And can I just say a massive thank you to everyone who bought the socks. Your sacrifice will be forgotten. But we do appreciate it nonetheless.
I saw a couple of girls last night tag each other under one of our posts saying, just one girl tagged a friend saying, please buy these socks so I don't have to look at them anymore. And that's exactly why we did it. And
that's a bad friend.
a few people thought, realized that, boys, this is a good marketing strategy.
Yeah.
And I would like to, if it's so good, then I don't know why Nike and all these other big companies aren't just hanging up shit everywhere and going, these are not going to go until you buy it.
That you really
You walk into I guess that's what all stores are, actually. There's a lot of clothes there and going, we're not going to get rid of these until you guys purchase
get rid of
them."
this shit. That's true.
But they keep restocking them.
Yeah, threatening seems to work quite well.
You know what happened, Lewis? And this happens every time when we do a thing. And we say, we are never going to do these socks again. And Lewis...
How many times have we said that? That was actually the whole idea of these are bad, we're never doing them again. You can buy them, though, if you'd like.
Even if we tried
Yeah,
to make the socks again, I don't think we could fuck up socks again that hard.
no way.
I think they will come out better and it wouldn't be the same.
Man, the only thing to do would be, if we ever do socks again, is to try and craft the perfect sock. But
Yes.
who knows if that's going to happen? That could
I
be
don't
impossible.
I don't think we need to do look,
No more
I just
socks.
think we've just bowed ourselves out of a failed sock campaign. I don't think we need to relaunch.
Yeah, we
new
really.
socks.
Yeah, that's true.
But people
what happened?
I'm saying there's a demand for more socks. I got 3 messages this morning and we
Crumb.
received 1 email saying,
Crumb.
"Oh, what? The socks are sold out?
Yes.
I wanted to get a pair. Are you doing more?"
No, we are not.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely
Did
not.
you not hear us go, we don't want these? What were you looking for?
1 3 double O 6 triple.
Did you say crumb wrong?
That's
No, I'm saying that because we fucking said everywhere that we were not going to do these socks ever again. You guys can't read?
Hang on, what is it? Oh, reading, right. I was like, what does that have to do with listening?
Yeah.
But, more basic comprehension skills our audience lacks.
Yeah, do you need to call the comprehension and listening hotline?
Yes.
1300, you're a fucking moron, we told you.
Yes. So none of that. The socks are gone forever.
Yeah.
And one of my mates actually bought a pair from high school, and he was just like, he sent me a message. He
sacrifice.
goes, "Man, socks just arrived," and he didn't tell me he bought them. He just goes,
How
"The
quick's the shipping?
He goes, "The socks arrived," and I went, "Okay, cool. Could have just got you a pair and dropped them off anyway." He goes, "My mum saw them and just said, they're interesting."
That is such a mum dig, isn't
That
it?
is the most polite review I've actually received of them yet. We
Yeah.
gave some to Ruben for free, and he threw them in the fucking bin.
Yeah, he's like, great, I'll film a story throwing these in the bin. That's a bit over the top, don't you think? Could have made $20 off those.
I think I actually didn't think I went far enough, to be honest. I think I should have burned them and then threw them in the bin.
Yeah, or not even
Right.
that. Waited till the garbage truck came and then just launched them into the truck
He'd
as
never
it's
pick your
going
garbage
up.
up again. But that's really cool. And yeah, if you snooze, you lose. We told you, the tickets, when we do shows, this happens every time.
by the
Someone
way-
said, "Oh, I wanted to get tickets." Like, really? Because you didn't get them?
But also, for the people who think they missed out, you didn't. They're fucking horrendous. All right, you dodged a bullet, and you're welcome.
You should be happy. But
Yeah.
also, next time we do something, hey, maybe don't wait.
Yep.
Like, remember we said they'd be gone in a week, and then they were gone in a week,
Yeah.
and then everyone said, "Why are they
No.
gone?" Because I told you.
I think we can all agree that was a big bluff from us. I think we thought we were going to enter the stalemate
I
of
was
the
confident.
century. When I saw 247 socks hanging behind us,
Yeah.
I was thinking like, this is our life now. Looking
Yeah.
at these socks every day for a year, and thank you to the people who fixed that.
Yeah.
But I thought you were bluffing as well. To be fair to the audience,
Yeah. Okay.
I thought there's no I think a lot of us were thinking there's no way we'll sell all these stupid socks.
Well, they sold so well, we got to get some more made.
No, we're not doing that.
Good.
But we do have our merch issues are not over yet.
What do you mean?
One,
We sold all the socks. There's no issue.
well, I realized last night we made a lot of bad decisions late last year, early this year. There was the
Right.
sock issue. We ordered way too many socks.
Yeah. Okay.
For some reason, I don't know who approved this.
Yeah.
It may have been me. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Um,
so now what that means? Can I just translate? When Luke says,
I think it was
it
a
might
we
have
thing.
been me. I can't remember. That means I did it and it's my fault.
I will have to check the emails. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay.
But we got
What's
a
the
bunch
problem?
of Luke and Lewis hit the road posters printed.
Oh, that's good.
No, not good.
Why not?
Because these posters are dated of every date of our tour, which ended February 28th this year.
You never put dates on a poster you're trying to sell.
I didn't say to put the dates on. That was not me.
Right.
Again, there was a few hiccups this year with merch,
Yeah.
with particularly Luke and Lewis merch.
Yeah.
And this is the end result. And
Gee, I wonder why they haven't sold.
we have 96 left.
96 fucking posters with dates from 3 months ago on them.
Yeah. And
Longer than 3 months, like 4 months ago.
obviously, I know for a fact no one's going to want to buy these. Because why would they? I wouldn't want to buy them, and I don't want to sell them. They're not even available on the website. We just have these.
I have a fireplace.
Okay, we could do a burning. I had one
could
more
burn it.
idea.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that whatever your idea is, I love the idea of just burning them.
Okay.
So you go, but I'm just going to say it's going to be quite hard to convince me because
Okay.
those are looking quite burnable.
They are looking very flammable sitting
Yeah.
there, and that will solve our issue.
Yeah.
Although we did spend money on these,
Yeah.
and that doesn't.
Well, mate, that's maybe our merchandise is kind of like all the luxury clothing stores like Gucci and that. If they don't sell something, there's no sale. They don't give them to the homeless. They burn them to maintain
Create
the
value.
value of the next season.
Right.
So maybe.
So if we ever do another regional tour,
Yeah.
we can jack up the price to maybe $12 a poster instead of 10.
I was thinking maybe like 200 if we're trying to create like a luxury.
A luxury poster market.
Yeah, like maybe
Okay.
all.
Do
future
they come
posters-
framed or is it just paper?
No.
It's gloss paper.
Yeah, it's gloss paper. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got dates from.
250 GSM for all the paper people.
Yeah,
Yeah, 180 is that's
180
toilet
sucks.
paper.
250 is really where it's
Yeah.
at. Yeah,
And then like 400 will be cardboard. You don't want that.
yeah.
Okay, well here's my idea.
Yep.
So 96 left. I figure we know people like in this show. What we've learned from the sock thing was people like shit stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I don't think they like it. I think they like getting rid of it for us.
Yeah, right. They like helping us with errands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And
yeah.
we love offsetting financial problems of our own onto the
Hang on
kind
a
listeners of our show.
Hang on. Are you trying to say that instead of burning these posters, we should make it their problem again?
That is what I'm suggesting, but not in the same way where we just tell people to buy it,
Okay.
right? Because
I'm-
buy sock was a great
Buy
slogan,
sock was a good slogan.
great campaign, but it's done.
Buy sock until sock bought.
Yep. And now sock bought, no longer have to buy sock.
That's right.
I was thinking
Sock sold.
we go on like Fiverr or something like that,
Yeah.
and we pay a stranger to make custom origami for our fan base. They pay a premium price.
Ah.
So, because we'll obviously have to offset the cost of the origami, unless someone else can make origami here.
Right.
We make like little swans and
We
stuff.
fold the posters
then we
into swans.
He'll have to send them out in boxes so they're not crinkled.
Yeah, they. No, well, you can make origami flat again
Okay.
in its form,
Yep.
and then send it in a letter.
Do you reckon there
Why
would
don't
be
we-
any interest in? Do you reckon we'd be able to sell 96 Luke and Lewis hit the road posters in origami form for a premium price
I
of
would say
$20?
I would say that it really
Yeah, because we have to pay for the origami production.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't we just send them along with like a how-to guide for origami?
So
just
we
make it
include
yourself.
an instructional pamphlet with the poster.
Now let me tell you why I like that, right?
Because listen.
not only are we making them buy the poster and
then
also
we're giving
increasing
them
the
a
price,
task.
we're also making them do the origami, all of the work.
So we have no problems.
How about this? Okay, we give them an option. So we give them the poster, right? We send them the poster, and we include instructions for how to create like a swan out of an A3 piece of paper, and we also send them a single match.
Yeah.
And then it's up to them. Would they like to burn the poster? Would they like to make it into a swan? Maybe they like to make it into a swan and then burn it.
Well, I was the other
By
thing.
the way,
I was
I'm
gonna
not kidding. Just for the video listeners, we do really have 96 of these left. There's a big pile sitting right here. I think that's a really good idea. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, just the other thing I was going to suggest before the origami was maybe we just cremate all 96 of them, and then auction off the ashes.
That's really good.
How about this? We get our posters, we fold them into swans, light them on fire, and cremate the ashes, and then sell the ashes of the
And they're
folded
premium
poster.
origami ashes.
But those ones cost more.
Yeah, okay. How much ash do you reckon you get out of one poster? Not much.
I don't know. You'd have to. What I would have to do is I'd have to empty out my fireplace, burn them all, and then get all those ashes and then distribute them in even portions.
Okay, so like, let's be honest. Like, we don't have to make a huge profit margin on these posters,
What?
huh?
What do you mean?
Well, they're not that expensive for us.
No, but we have to make a huge profit margin. I
True.
don't understand.
No, I'm just trying to work out what would go for more. Is
Yeah.
the first idea of
Well, regardless, they should.
I
be
like the
$100.
match idea.
Yeah.
And the
How
I
about
like
this?
giving people an option.
How about this? I've made a lot of promises about the functionality of our website before, so I don't want to make any wild promises
Are you
like
gonna
there's
say-
going to be a review option on our website.
You can order a match or a pamphlet with it.
I believe that what we can do is because you can add options like
By the way,
size
we're
of the
assuming
t-shirt.
that people are going to want this product. Which
How about this? You put the poster up, and it's the same price no matter what you up. But you have a little drop-down menu that goes, I would like mine with a match, I would like mine with origami instructions, or I would like mine, I don't know.
we could burn it for
I
you.
would like ash.
I would like
I don't know
the
if,
ashes.
Look, Jasmine does our shipping. I don't know if Jasmine would be too keen on ruffling through fucking ashes and sending it to people like she's some kind of cremator at the vet.
we can run it by her. We'll see what she wants to do. I think that's the match thing. It's up to you to make your own ashes, and you also have to supply and earn because we're not going to do that either.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so-
we'll put them
And
on
you
the
can put it
website.
like on the mantelpiece in your house next to your granddad or something like that.
That's good. We have a printer, so you little drop down menu. You choose match or origami.
Great. Well, and again, just because it was a foolproof plan last time,
Yeah.
do we bring back the clothesline of
Now-
posters?
Now, when we came in, you told us to put all of the string behind the curtain, so it is still here.
Still have
And
the
I was
string.
like, we're not going to need that because the socks are gone.
You never know when it pops up again. It's popped up immediately.
Okay, well, let's gauge the demand in the sound off section.
Yeah. We don't have to launch this campaign.
Yeah.
This is entirely up to you. And we understand that a lot of you have just spent $25 on socks
I was
that
gonna
should
say,
be in the bin.
What we should have done is put all this shit on sale at the same time.
No, I think just doing a selected. Well, I just forgot about these.
When
to
we
be
get rid of these, what else do you have back there?
That's it. Oh, I think you've got some Spears vs. America shit left over, but that's your problem. That's
Yeah,
not
that
mine.
is my problem.
I also am trying to move some Tambourine Tour merch, so really don't know why I
Oh,
have.
man.
Dude, do you know how bad that is when you get stuck
What,
with
when was that? How long ago was that tour?
about? It was 2019,
Okay.
but it was like I started that meme 2018.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to move about 100 pop sockets that say
Yeah.
Tambourine Tour on them. Ambitious.
Yeah.
Ordering that many.
But that was quite an organic meme that everyone loved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm just going to probably force it down people's throat. I might start on my podcast, selling the ashes of plastic or something.
You're going to pass out from the fumes.
Yeah, I'll sell melted pop sockets or something. Just to move some units. Anyway, let us know. Give us your feedback. Do you want a
If
Luke
the
and
demand's
Lewis?
not there, we will just burn them.
Yes. And then try and auction the ashes off.
That's good. If the demand's not there, we'll burn all of them and sell the ashes on
but
eBay.
I think people will want a piece of history.
Okay.
Could we do? How many people can we get through the phone system? Can we do a live auction?
I think only one.
Only one, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unless we do it via Zoom or something. We could do a
Possible.
Zoom auction. It's
Zoom
possible.
Auction. Zoom auction.
Okay, well, let us know what you guys think we should do. We might hold a vote in our Discord or something, which is on the Luke and Lewis Secret Sound-Off section. And we'll come back to you guys next week with a plan of how we're going to get rid of 96 posters that we have left.
Great. Now, we have an issue in the show.
Another one.
The
The list keeps stacking up.
It's really falling apart, this show. We're almost at episode 100 and some things need to be addressed. So we're recording a bit late today because we're doing a special guest episode with I'm Alex, YouTuber.
Hopefully that doesn't fall through now.
Big call, big promise.
Quote Lewis, never promise content because it always falls through.
Yeah.
And I think one time you promised an episode with Cursor on your podcast and I believe he got arrested on the way there.
Yeah, arrested on the way.
So, and also that's why you could never promise anything with an Oz rapper because that's actually more likely than him being punctual to the podcast.
Absolutely, yeah. Anyway, right? So we're recording late.
Yep.
Like we can all start late. However, we didn't need Ruben to stay late. So Ruben's like, I'll just get here at 10, like normal. And everyone else said, I'll get here at 11. So Keelan, you got here at 11, right? Yeah. Ruben, you got here a little bit early, actually, which was good.
I was half an hour late.
Now, Luke Kidgel got here at 10:30. And when he arrived, he said, oh, sorry, I'm late. And we were like, you're not late. You're supposed to get here at 11. And he goes, I was rushing to get here at 10.
And I got
Mate, you got here at 10:30. That's you rushing. You tried to be on time. You ended up being half an hour early, but you were trying to be, you were actually half an hour late.
Yeah. No, I thought I was late.
Yeah.
But it turns out, joke's on you. No, joke's on me, actually. I could have slept in for another half an hour.
No, you couldn't have.
I was pissed
because
off.
you just would have got here at 11:30.
Dude, there's nothing more I hate. I messaged Meg when I got here. Who's here, by the way? She's hanging out with Jazz today, right?
Yeah.
I messaged Meg and I was like, I'm so fucking annoyed we got here early. I hate being early to shit.
Why?
Because I'm like, I could have been doing better shit.
What
Sleeping.
could you actually have been doing for
Literally
half an hour?
anything else. Like,
Really?
we were just sitting here and I was
Hang
trying
on,
to
that
fix
means
my
that
phone.
bloody Meg was late.
Yeah,
And she's made you late.
Well, I felt bad
Well,
because...
sorry about that, Luke.
No,
bit of a false accusation. Meg's fucking made you late.
it's never
to the
my
show.
fault. Yeah, for once.
Because it
wasn't
was
my
her
fault.
fault to get.
Well, it's always Ruben's fault usually.
Well, usually it's Ruben's fault, but he was actually on time.
Yeah, Meg made me late.
Which is actually quite suspicious because you have been late all the time. It's a bit suspicious that you would be on time and then all of a sudden that makes Luke half an hour early.
No, I don't think
or
it's
late.
suspicious at all. I think it's the other way around, actually. I think it makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Why
What,
is
the
that?
one
But
time that we don't travel in together, you're on time?
Yeah.
No, you're doing this to frame me.
Hang on a second. Actually, I think we've got this all wrong. The one time you're not in charge of getting Luke here, he's actually half an hour early. So the whole time, this issue, I've been bashing my dear friend Luke.
Thank you.
Who 100% of the time when it's his responsibility to get here is actually early.
Yeah.
And you're just on time?
Well,
what's going on?
I
So you're
was-
like, Luke's, I
got here
don't have to
before
make the
Luke.
boss look bad. I guess I'll get here early.
I got here before Luke today, though.
Exactly.
You know, I've just realized we spend majority of the time on this show arguing about when we all get here and shit.
Yeah.
And like the only reason why we get here at a time is to essentially just argue about what time we all got here.
Guys, I've
And then we
never
just
been late.
fucking leave. Like this is the show now. Like we just argue about who got here at what time. We do that.
Mistakes
We
made
record
with
it.
merchandise.
Then Keelan uploads it, and then we go, "Great day, everyone. We get here fucking late tomorrow."
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that it's frustrating as someone with perfect punctuality who's always here on time.
Yeah.
It's a bit annoying that I'm surrounded by slobs.
Well, it helps for you that
Yeah.
you sleep 10 meters away.
Why? You know, I got to get here on time, don't I?
Yeah. Sometimes the back door isn't open properly, does it?
Well, yeah.
Takes a while to walk out in the backyard to your garage.
You know, speaking of that, Ruben was actually earlier than me today.
Yes.
Yeah, he got here.
And the door was locked.
Yeah.
I had to get Lewis to unlock it.
Yeah.
So-
But I was sorry about that. A little bit late.
Yeah, you're a little
Yep.
bit late.
That happens sometimes with me when I work just for you. I have to come into the house to get you ready.
Yeah, but I'm the boss. So it doesn't matter.
By the way, we all started sending photos of ourselves this morning of like what time we're going to get there.
Yeah.
And Keelan said, guys, I'm still in bed, then sent a picture of him just laying in bed. Just wanted to update everyone. And then said, another update, just Dutch ovened Phoebe, which is his girlfriend.
I'll be there soon.
And then said, see you all at 11. Like, that's just like you wake up, breakfast, brush your teeth, Dutch oven my girlfriend.
Wait, so you reckon he wakes up, gets out of bed, does his routine, gets back into bed, Dutch ovens
Farts.
Phoebe, and then it's
Farts,
like, all right,
pulls
off
it
to work.
over. It's just part of his morning routine.
And
One though, huh?
no, you'd have to ask your girlfriend.
Yesterday, Keelan and I drove 5 minutes out of the way just to drive by his girlfriend's house and honk her. And he goes, oh, I think we got her pretty good. And the fucked part was she thought it was funny.
Yeah, what did she think of the Dutch
just thought it
oven?
was
Did she rate that?
Well, she was asleep. So, when you Dutch oven someone, they're asleep, they wake up in a
Thank
fright.
Hey man, I've never done that in my life to someone who's asleep.
You said when no. Speaking of going in the car with Keelan yesterday,
Yeah.
did you know he shaves in his car?
What?
You shave in your car?
Yeah.
Then leave because he had his shaver there. I was like, why do you have your shaver in your car? Thinking he was transporting it from
Hang on,
his girlfriend's
electric
place.
shaver or razor? Very
Electric.
important. Electric.
Right? And then he goes, I was like, oh, you transporting it from your house from Phoebe's? Were you shaving
That
at
would make
Phoebe's?
sense.
Because either house has a bathroom, perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
And he goes, nah, just, in the car sometimes. And he goes, look, there's hair there.
That's not
On his gear stick, there's just little whiskers all
That's
over it.
disgusting.
How? It's not a bathroom.
You got a fucking hairy car. Are you shaving your nuts there too?
What do you mean?
Yes or no? Are you shaving your nuts?
Oh no, I'm not. Of course I'm not. That would be gross.
Why is that any more gross?
Because that's my balls.
nothing
This
to
is
be
my
out in public.
face.
But it's just. No,
Does Phoebe
I-
know this?
Yeah.
What does she think?
It's, same reaction.
Yeah, so why were you surprised when we hated it?
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I guess, it is a bit gross to have the hair there. I just forgot about it.
You don't even clean it up. You just left it there.
You can't clean it
You
up.
left
It's
it there
hair.
and you point at me and you're like, oh, there's some there. And then you just kept driving. And I'm like, why did you invite me in your car?
I forgot about it.
Hang on. If you're driving down the road and it's a little bit hot and you open up the window, doesn't it just go straight in your mouth?
Well, my facial hair never gets that long, so it's only really little.
how fucking
And it's only ever a touch up. It's never like a full shave.
You know how dirty his car is? I dropped an entire Macca's chips in his car. And he goes, oh, don't worry about cleaning it up. I started putting all the chips back in the box. He goes, oh, don't worry about it. Just leave it there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you
Keelan
mean, don't worry
really
about it?
is-
He goes, oh, my car's fucked. And he also just cleaned it.
Keelan really is that meme of that dirty car of like, oh, just move the shit over. It's just full of empty chips and drink
I don't think it
bottles.
surprises anyone as well.
real, though.
There's
Yeah.
always just underwear on the
I-
back seat, alcohol.
Why is there underwear?
I'm in between
Because
houses.
he takes it off to shave his nuts.
Yeah. No, because I'm going from my house to Phoebe's house all week. It's like I'm not actually ever sure which house I'm sleeping at when I leave here.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just better to have clean undies in case I spend 3 nights at her house.
Oh, it's good that they're clean. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of beard hair in there, but no worries.
Is that not? That's a sensible idea to bring
Yeah.
underwear.
Yeah, underwear makes
You know what's
sense.
funny?
yeah.
The difference between both of our employees, Lewis, is
Ruben's
Keelan just
disgusted.
chucks his undies in the back.
Yeah.
Ruben was getting at something from his boot, and he had a change of clothes, some underwear neatly folded, right?
Folded.
Some chinos neatly folded in the back, in the corner.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you got to do a sleepover soon. He goes, oh, actually, I was preparing for a sleepover, but then it didn't happen.
Right.
So, but he was not.
So you were going to sleep over. Where were you going to sleep?
He sleeps.
Yeah.
He sleep.
Same
They
guy.
they
Lucas
join.
is.
Awesome.
Not join. They what's the word I'm looking
We
for?
do join, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the
They
tip of
dock.
the dick.
Docking, that's right. Yeah.
No, I meant they swap houses. I don't know why I said join.
That's awesome.
Anyway, Lewis, you came in this morning and you said, I've had a really weird dream. I had a really weird dream last night and it's quite graphic sexually.
Yeah.
And he goes, should I do it on the show? And I said, well, I think you
Look-
owe it
look.
to the people now.
This is absolutely more of a Speared Sundays vibe
Yeah.
that I'm going to bring onto the show.
Okay.
But I just thought I needed to tell someone about this. Now, however gross Keelan might have just come across, I'm going to smash the record.
Okay. Will people think differently of you after this dream, knowing that this went through your unconscious mind?
Now, I woke up and thought, who am I?
Okay.
After I had the dream. So I'm thinking differently of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that anyone who isn't me, because I feel like I know me quite well.
Yeah.
I am me, I've been me my whole life.
Yeah.
Sometimes
You know your quirks.
I literally know the inner workings of my own mind, or at least I thought I did.
Right. Now, just because we do need to warn people, we know that maybe not everyone who listens to this podcast tunes in for graphic sex stories. That's not the vibe of this show.
It's a short one,
Okay.
but it's a graphic one.
Okay, so just a warning.
Yeah.
Lewis, we're about to step into the unconscious mind of Lewis Spears, which is dirtier than Keelan's car.
We should do maybe a dream interpretation, because often, sometimes, if you have a dream, it's really abstract, but it means something that relates to real life. And maybe we should see if you boys can look up some dream interpretation.
Okay.
We'll see if we can find out.
Should they be
if this
chucking
dream-
what you're about to say into a search engine in the workplace?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Maybe just some dream interpretation basics.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can get it done. So I was dreaming, very short dream. My dream was that I was eating pussy, right?
Okay.
I don't know what
And is
pussy
that
it
where the dream began?
That's the beginning of the dream. So,
Okay.
bit of
I don't wanna-
foreplay even in my dreams, ladies,
I was going to say, at this point of the story, you're just a fucking gentleman.
I am a gentleman.
Oral sex in a dream are representative of all of the pleasures of life, as well as what joy others have to offer for you.
Oh, great. So you guys bring me so much joy. That's what the start of this dream's about.
Were you giving us?
No, it said that what joy others can bring to me.
And just for
So me eating a pussy in a dream is how much I love you boys.
Okay. Now I know this is a graphic question, but just for the listeners, and so we all have an image in our minds, I guess.
Yeah, we have to describe it because it's a very short dream. I'm almost at the end.
So you're eating pussy, and are you looking up at belly button and tits?
Yeah.
Okay, a bit of a weird time to start the dream.
So I'm like,
usually you'd start
I'm
the dream
bum up.
walking into the room, then going down. You just were like, I'm asleep and I'm eating pussy.
eating pussy, bum up. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is where the dream.
Bum up from behind.
No, I'm bum up, so I'm forwards and doing that, right? I'm
Okay.
not lying flat. That's very important to the next part of the dream, which is the conclusion of the dream.
Oh, did
right?
someone?
No. You guys are thinking a little bit too much, okay? I shit. And then I woke up. And the dream was so realistic, I thought I shit myself in my sleep. I was like, oh no, I've shit. And then I was confused, like, why is there no pussy in my face? And then I realized, oh, it was a dream where I was eating someone's pussy, and then I did a poo and woke up because I was embarrassed.
What does it mean
that-
to shit yourself in a dream?
What does that mean?
Emptying bowels is a symbol of getting rid of negative thoughts.
So that dream means I love you boys because you bring so much positivity in my life, and this is a no negative zone. That's good. So
Why does it have to be related
you know
to
how
us?
much-
I
you know
don't
how
want to
much-
be, bro. I don't
Hey,
want to be roped into this.
listen,
Why are you
Reuben,
applying this to your work? This was clearly to do with your personal life.
Hey, boys. Hey, Luke, I love you so much and you're such a good friend that I ate pussy and shit myself in a dream. And that's a compliment to you.
Thank you.
That's all right.
That really means a lot.
That's okay.
Some people just go, you're a good friend, but
Yeah.
you're like, hey, man, I'd shit myself while eating pussy for you, bro.
That's right. I go
Okay.
above and beyond, and I think that's a real symbol of our friendship.
Keelan,
It's
you are
eating pussy
coming
and
off
pooing.
great now in this episode.
Yes.
Keelan's dodged a bullet here. All right, there's going to be a few edits in the comment. Oh, fuck, Keelan's a weirdo, and then edit. Lewis has taken the cake. Congratulations.
Yeah. And that was my dream, guys. So
What a brief dream.
really brief, yeah?
And you remember it vividly.
Vividly, yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm.
I don't have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
That's really disturbing. And I'm glad we gave a warning.
Yeah. And now we can all move on from that. And we can just let that slide into our memory and
Hopefully it's
move
not
forward.
foreshadowing.
You reckon I'm telling the future?
Premonition.
Sometimes
Hey,
that can happen in a dream.
on the bright side, at least I pooed and not the woman.
True. Out of the two parties,
Yeah.
it's better for you to shit, I
Yeah.
guess. Sound of flow, if that's ever happened to you for real. I don't know if that's the case. Man. Yeah.
Quite a strange dream. Dude, that's a strange horn, isn't it?
It's a very strange horn. Well, what's phone thing? You've written phone thing on our... You don't remember what that is? You always do this. Lewis writes down stuff on the whiteboard and goes, I've got a thing and I know what that means. And he writes really vague shit like phone thing. And he's like, I've got a phone.
Phone thing. Phone thing.
Maybe we should brainstorm what it could be.
Well, there wasn't any phones in my dream where I was eating pussy and pooing. Phone thing. Is there something on my phone?
I don't know. You wrote it down. It's in your handwriting. Very confusing. You do this quite a bit.
I do
Was
this.
it about me getting a new phone?
No, I know you have a new phone, and it's. I mean, phone is a loose term.
He bought a Motorola.
Yeah,
I did know. I did not buy a Motorola.
No, you
Yeah,
bought
it
it
is.
like
That was
a
my old one.
Huawei.
But no, it was a Samsung.
Yeah,
It was a Samsung. You guys do nothing.
Samsung. Well, they're all the same, aren't they?
I have a
What's that?
washing
racist.
machine.
Powered,
That's a
has that
Samsung.
got nuclear power?
No.
You know, that
That was
hydrogen.
very disrespectful.
Oh, we were just talking about Android, and Luke felt sick, which is understandable. It's so you were like, I'm working in social media and using Apple products all the time. You know what I need? A phone that just
Can't do any of
doesn't
that.
work. Yeah, just something that sucks.
Why? Why would you? How could you possibly say that? You haven't. Have you? when was the last time you used an Android phone?
Well, how about this?
I don't really know how to unlock them, to be honest.
The last time I
intimidate
used
me.
an
Indictment
Android
on
phone was when I had one, when I had a Samsung, and I was like, oh, this is very bad. And what I would like to do now is just have a look at the image quality of Ruben's little story that he's put up on his
Yeah.
brand new phone.
It's better than his old phone.
Better, but
He was uploading
what's wrong
some
with my-
like...
is that good?
Yes, I think it's fine.
It's passable, you know.
We'll
So
put
that
it
was
up on the
fun.
screen.
Yeah. Do you remember what phone thing is, or are we moving on? Let's press on.
Let's press on.
Keep trucking.
Okay.
And you let us know at any point if you suddenly remember it. Just interrupt me.
I did ruin an old man's day this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, we could talk about that. It's not on the board, but I just remembered that I ruined an old man's day. I've
Shit on him?
started walking down. No, I was old man, not an old woman.
Okay.
I ruined his day because he was watching me eat his wife's pussy while I pooped.
And you shut all over his carpet.
I've been going to walking in the park in the morning, which is quite an old man activity, but I really like it. There's like a duck pond, and I took oats today to feed the ducks, and
You're the old man in the story.
yeah. I'm the old man.
You ruin your own day by wasting your time feeding ducks.
Woke up super early, so I was
Do
a
they
little
do
bit late to work.
oats?
Well, I read you're supposed to feed them oats because I took them bread and I was like, I know you're not supposed to feed them bread, so I,
I just feel
googled
like they
it.
choke on an oat. It's quite a dry...
No, as long as you throw it in water.
okay. Then it
They're
becomes a
actually not even
soggy oat.
supposed to eat bread outside of water. That's why it's bad.
Because
for
that's
them
also dry.
Yeah, so if you feed it to them in the water, it's
they don't
actually
chew.
good for them. As long as you don't do it every day.
Right? Do
No,
they
I
chew?
don't think they chew.
Birds
No.
don't chew. They just...
Yeah, they just shove it down. So I'm feeding
Sorry,
the ducks.
guys. I didn't need to go...
No, you really didn't need
No,
to.
it
That was
was
unnecessary. Feeding the ducks, got up super early, fed them, and then I finished up, and then I turn around and there's this old man, like an actual old man, standing there with some bread, and he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you've already fed him, have you, mate?" I said, "Yeah, I just fed him." He goes, "Oh, well, I'll just go home then." And then he puts it in his jumper and he walks the other way. I was like, "Oh no!"
And that serves you right because that's his job as the old guy in the
Yeah.
community to feed the ducks.
I like feeding the ducks.
You shouldn't, because it's his job. And when
Yeah.
you get to that age, you can take over from him. When you don't see him at the park for 3 weeks, you can assume he's dead. And then if no one else takes over, you can then take over. But
Okay.
you don't want to take on that responsibility because that will be your job until you die.
Yeah.
As soon as you start feeding the ducks, you have to continue.
I've done it twice, and when I started walking
Put it on
towards
your
them, they
Instagram
started
story the
walking
other day.
towards me. Yeah. What's
So-
wrong with that?
Because what are you doing?
What do
I know you
mean?
have a reputation for not being very social and also weird, but you don't help yourself.
What's weird about feeding ducks,
It's
man?
just like you.
I had a weird dream. I wanted to hang out with the ducks.
I
I was
know.
eating pussy and I thought I'd shit myself. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna feed the
I
ducks.
know you just don't do yourself any favors, like with your reputation for being just kind of lame. Like you just, I don't know. It's just like you're at the prime of your life. You're
Yeah.
26. You
Yeah.
should be out there just like doing young person shit. I'm not saying like partying and stuff. Just like you know.
What do you do in
Go
the
on
morning that's so
adventures.
cool?
No, I sleep and it's awesome. But that's because I'm killing it all day and I need heaps of rest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like a really old man thing to do.
love
I'm
the
an
duck
animal
thing.
lover.
I think it's really good.
Well, he's
Of
vegan.
course
He's
you
a
do.
pit,
That's
so
the
it
thing.
really
You don't
count.
want
Yeah,
Ruben
he's a
on your
good
side for
vegan.
this.
Can you please not? You're making me look lame.
the duck-
You're
I really
making
think
him
agreeing
it's
with
good,
me.
yeah.
You're
You're
making
not
me
helping
look
his
lame.
cause.
I think it's pretty cool.
No,
Lewis.
I'm never gonna do it again. I'm gonna go there. And
I don't know. Keep
cook
doing
the
it.
ducks.
It's just like so funny to me. Like people, there's two different perceptions of Lewis Spears. People who listen to this show
Know that I'm real cool.
No,
That I'm
they know the
fucking-
real you.
Yeah, the cool.
They know
yeah,
the guy who
I'm
feeds
cool.
ducks and
Man, look how he dresses. He's cool.
right. But then there's people who don't really follow. They passively follow you.
Yeah.
And they come to your shows and they see you cool. Like, oh man, I'm Nebs, and like you come out and you like tell Rangan to go fuck himself or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and they go, man,
I tell that's me. I tell it like it is.
Lewis is so sick.
Yeah.
And then like
We're all thinking it.
Do you reckon they'd be disappointed if they heard this audio like, oh, I ruined an old man's day, and they're like, here we go, he's gonna call him a fucking dog.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, I was feeding the ducks before him.
No, because it what that does is that it uncovers the sensitive side of me. So even though I'm like really cool and edgy and like tough and
Yeah.
handsome and
Do you
and
think
tall,
this'll-
underneath that, I'm just like all of the regular losers, like the people who aren't famous, the peasants, the guys that don't have a real job, like
Yeah.
telling jokes.
Yeah, you're
or a
so
podcast.
famous.
Yeah, I am, and it's a privilege
That's
to
what
listen to the show.
A-list celebrities do. They go down to their local parks and feed ducks with oats.
Yeah, and I looked, and if there are any Lewis Spears fans who are listening that know that I'm cool, you all know what I did next. I put on my sunglasses and I said, "Catch you later, cunt," to the old man.
Yeah.
And then he died, but I didn't care because I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh my god.
That sounds.
Yeah,
really
well, that's
cool.
just the real me. Yeah.
right. He's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And
I
then
don't
you-
care. I'm cool. Yeah.
And then did
it's
you-
all good. Didn't phase me at all.
Then did you drop by a comic book shop on the way home and then like give him the same
Bullied all the
line?
nerds. Yeah.
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 But then also bought a couple.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a couple. Yeah.
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 And then you stop by a game shop and you're like, oh no, I can't stay
Games
because
Workshop.
I've got my World of Warcraft guild.
Raid.
Is it raid?
Raid
Guilds?
with my guild
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
I can't believe I retain that. You talk about it a lot.
I'm
and
actually really surprised.
yeah. Damn it. Anyway, guys, Lewis is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Just the way Luke said it. Lewis is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's laughing because he understands
Mate, you're wearing
irony.
a fleece zip up. Could
Yeah.
you shush?
I've been waiting.
You're talking
to
about
come
me
shit for
being
this.
an old man. You're dressed like
I was gonna wear a
You just
Bunnings
got
hat just
from-
to piss you
you
off.
just got back from the fucking op shop, dude.
I actually
Dressed
don't
in
know
that.
where
that
I.
looks old.
It is. I don't know where I got it from. I just acquired
Your
it.
mum got it secondhand.
I reckon it
Absolutely.
might be my dad's old jumper.
Yeah, that's like old dad.
Or maybe I just got it one day.
I don't know.
Yeah. You know why? I'm at the end of the wash cycle and I was
Ah,
looking for
wash cycle.
stuff to wear, and Meg's like, just wear this one. And I was like, oh, but the guys will bully me on the show. And she goes, that's fine. They bully you all the time anyway.
That is true.
And I was like, that is true.
yeah.
um,
Speaking of the wash cycle,
Mm.
the smell was just dirty washing from last episode. It wasn't Jazz or
One of you still
me. It was just-
stinks.
we just didn't do the washing
Yeah,
for
dude.
ages.
After the
Just dirty
episode,
clothes.
I walked into this massive argument. Jazz comes in the room and goes, Luke, come in here and smell this room. I'm like, I'm not getting involved. I'm not sniffing your room. I don't give a shit about your arguments. All right, I didn't want to be on either team because I'm team. You
We
both
opened
stink.
the window, got rid of the washing. Problem solved.
Okay,
Just
good.
hadn't done the washing.
Yeah,
for a
your
little bit.
laundry stinks like shit. Actually,
Yeah, because I realized why we haven't done washing for so long. We've been using the fucking washing basket that's full of all these fucking socks.
okay. Yeah. Well, thank you to everyone
Yeah.
for allowing Lewis's
My house to smell like shit. Thanks, guys.
Twitch,
Oh, yeah. I love this.
and then we'll wrap it up with Keelan's Big Brother segment.
yeah. 58 seconds of Big Brother, exactly.
Last
Is the
time-
sound effect on there?
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
Last time you couldn't even fill 58 seconds, so hopefully he's got a
Well,
whole
that's not
minute.
uncommon
And
for
you
Keelan.
guys had just reminded me that I'm doing the segment, so
Gonna start planning.
I'm gonna do some research.
Research. Right. So I wanted to talk about this. So huge news in the streaming world. I might have to get you up to speed on this a little bit, Luke.
Yeah.
So Twitch is the biggest. Twitch is the YouTube of streaming,
Yes.
biggest platform in the world. And Ninja was the biggest streamer in the world.
Yep.
This was about 10 months ago. Biggest on Twitch, the biggest on the biggest
You know
platform.
how I know him?
Yeah.
The guy with the blue hair who tried to make everyone floss in the rain on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
That's how I know him. In Times Square, I believe
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
That was some of the most embarrassing footage I've ever seen from an influencer.
Oh yeah, and that's how you
Pathetic.
know that you've really made it. Is when you're doing like mainstream shit.
Yeah,
like
if they're
that.
trying to force you to make other people do Fortnite dances,
Yeah.
you've made it.
That's rubbish, right? But whatever. Kudos to him. Biggest and best guy to ever do it in the world, and
Yeah.
currently still is, right? So
Does he just stream himself playing video games?
yeah,
I'm so out of touch.
Mm.
I'm sure a lot of people know that already. I just wanted to check.
Now 8 months ago, a few years ago, new streaming service pops up, owned by Microsoft called Mixer.
Yep.
And they want to take on Twitch. So what they do is they get all of these huge streamers on Twitch and they sign them to exclusive contracts, and they get Ninja.
You know, a stream company tried to sign me to their thing.
Really?
Yeah, this like Malaysian. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, you get hit up.
Yeah, they are.
I
They
get
were going
them
to pay
every
me a
now and then.
lot of money, but I had to do like, they wanted me to do 6 streams in a month and post about it. And I
Yeah.
was like, you're going to need to give me a lot more because I
Yeah.
cannot be publicly posting, get on this streaming service.
Weird Malaysian.
And you go in there,
streaming
you know,
app.
there's websites that are just so Asian.
Yeah.
They look Asian. Like
Yeah.
yes, there's writing in a different language, but the graphic design and like
Yeah,
the
like
way
the-
they just,
It looks like a Japanese game.
it looks
show.
like a it looks like a Hello Kitty shop.
yeah, $2 store.
Yeah, it's just, it was weird. I was like, oh, so they're trying to get like,
Emojis everywhere. and-
heaps of emojis. They're trying to like come into the Australian market, obviously.
Yeah. So something like that happened, but with like the biggest in the world.
Right.
And so rumors are $30 to $50 million he signed to stream only on Mixer. So he would lose a huge chunk of his audience, but that's okay because he makes millions of dollars.
Was he making? I heard he was making a lot anyway.
Yeah. So if you're Ninja, right? Like if I have to go and take a risk on a smaller platform,
Yep.
you have to pay me double what I'm making now. Because if what I'm doing now will keep growing.
Yeah, it's like the Spotify Joe Rogan deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you got to pay me like way more than what I'm making currently because I'm going to make less on your app, right? So that happens, causes huge waves. All of these streamers jump over to Mixer for money, right? Fast forward 8 months, Ninja signed a multi-year deal. 8 months in, Mixer goes under, right? This is currently happening. They've just released now that they're just stopping and they're going under, and
So it's a failed
it's
project.
over. It's failed, right?
But Microsoft have that much money. They can just
do that, yeah. So it just didn't work or whatever, and
They never work, man. TikTok has been the only one that's worked.
but TikTok didn't try to do something that an app
No.
is already doing. That's the secret. Snapchat worked because it did
different.
something else, and then it got defeated because Instagram worked out they could just integrate it into their app
Yep.
pretty organically. That's the only way
You have
you
to-
can beat another app is if you can add it into something already popular without ruining it. Like Facebook is dying because it added too much shit into it, and now it does 500 things
Yeah, it
badly,
sucks. Yeah.
right? Which brings to the next thing, right? Mixer has it's either they failed or they've merged with Facebook Gaming.
Facebook might have bought them out.
Yeah, I think that's what
Bought out
happened. It's
the
like
technology.
a partnership.
They've definitely just they're integrating the
Yeah.
Mixer,
Yeah. So what's
probably
happened
the
now
employees as well, they're racking as well.
is because Mixer will no longer exist, Ninja and all these other streamers that signed like $30, $50 million deals, they don't have to do it anymore. So, but Mixer has to pay them all the money. So Ninja has made like $50 million
he's back on
for
Twitch.
5 years' work, has done 8 months of it, gets all of the money, and now he's a free agent in a position to go to YouTube Gaming, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, and go, I want another 50 to get on your platform. So in
Damn.
8 months, he's going to make 20 years of streaming money in 8 fucking months.
Yes, and also
Scam king.
Yeah, well, no, he wasn't intending to scam them.
No, but
it's
he's
just
not going
lucky.
with Facebook Gaming. So
Why would
apparently
you?
they offered
No one's
him
on Facebook
to
anymore.
stay with
Kids
Mixer.
aren't even like, you know how we all made Facebook accounts when we were like 13 or whatever because that was
Yeah.
just a thing. Did kids do that now? No, I reckon a lot of kids just make Instagram and TikTok and YouTube accounts.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
even. Why would you
Because
even make
the only
a Facebook
the only
account?
thing that Facebook did have was Messenger,
Yes.
But really, that's
can just
being
text
replaced by Discord and texting.
WhatsApp and iMessage is free anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. So now Ninja potentially in 8 months could make actually $100 million.
He definitely shouldn't go to Facebook, and he
No.
would know that. That's a stupid decision.
I mean, he's already made
Is YouTube streaming big?
it. I think it will actually become quite big because
Right.
they already have the platform.
Yeah.
Like Twitch has it will be harder for Twitch to add YouTube like on-demand videos to Twitch. It's way easier for YouTube to add streaming.
Well, they already have it.
I mean, our stream worked great. You know, if we did
That was our problem.
well,
Yeah.
if we did our technical difficulties, if we managed that properly, that would have gone much better. But like, it just worked. You know, way easier for us to stream on YouTube than for us to start a Twitch thing and do it there.
Oh, so that's where our audience was. So we
Yeah.
just did it on YouTube, and I feel like if we had have done our 24-hour live stream on Twitch, it would have been
Would have been a
disaster.
disaster,
No
yeah.
one would have watched it. I mean,
Yeah.
a few people would have, but I don't even have a Twitch account because I'm not into streaming. You have
No.
to be already into streaming. You
Yes.
can't get passive people who are into you.
No.
So you have to get, because they're not going to, I wouldn't make an account. Because can you watch someone stream without an account?
Yes, I was thinking.
You can't interact
I
with
was
it and
playing
stuff.
with the idea of streaming because I do play games and I have good internet now. I could do it, but I was
didn't
just thinking like, I don't think when stand up comes back, I just wouldn't do it anymore. So I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like it would be a weird investment of my
thought
time.
about that as well during the quarantine bit because I was just getting into video games and I was like, I don't want to make another hobby of mine
Yes,
a job.
that's another thing.
Because
yeah.
this is the only thing I really do outside of comedy that has nothing to do with my work. I just
Yeah.
do it because it's fun. And I play with my friends.
Because even when you go
online.
and do shit in real life, you're still thinking, this happened. Is that a
Kinda,
joke?
yeah.
I'm going to talk about this on my podcast.
If I
whatever.
started streaming gaming, it would ruin gaming for me. So I was like, no,
Yeah.
I just need one thing that's not to do with comedy for once in
And
my
to do
life.
it properly, man, it's fucking hard work. To really
yeah.
stream properly, like all those Misfits guys that I know and like chicks like B and all that kind of shit, they stream like 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week for like minimum 6 hours. Sometimes they're doing 10-hour streams
just
every
playing
single
games
day.
the whole time.
Playing games. And you would, look, you
sick
get
of
4
it.
hours in and when I was hectic into
job.
games, I could play for 8 hours. But after that, start getting angry.
I get so bored. But I guess it's the games I'm playing though.
Yeah.
Like I cannot sit there and play Call of Duty for more than an hour.
Yeah.
I'm just be like, dude, I've shot people. Awesome.
Yeah.
Like nothing changes unless there's like a good progression in the game I'm playing.
That's
and
why I
I
like World
want
of
to
Warcraft.
unlock shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just like, well, what's the point?
Running in circles, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know all that.
I think that's such a imagine how happy you'd be because
Oh,
the
yeah,
big thing, the
that's
big
sick.
calculation
Good on
with
him.
taking that initial deal would be I'm going to lose a big part of my fan base and I'm going to lose a lot of passive income and I won't be the biggest guy anymore, but it'll be worth it because I'll definitely have this money.
Now he
and
can
now
do
he gets
both.
both.
She's like the little girl from the taco commercial.
Yeah.
Los dos, you know?
Crazy.
Is that what she says?
Pequeno los dos.
Pequeno? What does she say?
Pequeno.
Pequeno.
Okay.
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 Is why.
Why not?
Why don't we do both, she says.
Yeah. Pequeno los dos.
Hey, guys. It was a 7 joke. We don't need to get into the translation.
No, you just stuffed it
You,
up.
yeah. You said
Yes.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're lucky it was a different language, otherwise we'd be hitting that button again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have a Duolingo jingle?
Or we could hit the button bit in Spanish.
But I think that's great. I've never.
What's one in Spanish?
Uno.
Uno, dos, tres, do. You know?
I don't know about this. Guys,
Guys, in
I just
future,
want to say,
for any Dora the Explorer discussions we might have, let's get a Spanish button.
yeah,
Okay.
I just want to say to Ninja, man, chase the bag.
And he's probably watching this gone, thanks Lewis Spears from Australia who feeds the ducks.
I
You
mean,
are so famous.
PewDiePie watches
Thank
the
you.
podcast.
Oh, true.
He referencing once in a video, and I'm like, man, he's a big fan of me.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a huge fan of me. He watches all my stuff.
I wonder who is like the biggest person who watches our podcast. Probably I'm Alex. But he's a passive
Yeah,
fan
he
as well.
watches,
He just watches
yeah.
the clips
He
probably.
says he watches quite a bit, actually. I think he watches full episodes. How about this? Mate, Alex, if you're listening to this right now, send me an emoji of you doing the dancing girl emoji. Test him.
Okay.
And if he doesn't listen, he's a fucking shit, mate.
Oh, but he's probably going to be on next week, so...
We'll test him. We'll see.
Right.
That'll be good. We can start the podcast off with the "You're a fucking liar, mate."
Now, do we have time for your segment? We are...
Yeah,
The clock's ticking.
How long does it go for?
It only
58
goes for 58 seconds.
Which button is it?
It's the same one as it was
So
last
this is
week.
Keelan's
This one?
weekly
This one.
Big
Yeah,
Brother
yeah.
recap.
Not
Okay.
yet, not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
All right, I'm good.
So now,
Just,
This is Big Brother.
It's launch week.
Keelan's Big Brother recap
same
starts
sound
in
effect.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
how much again? you know, Carl and,
Doesn't sound like a lot happened.
Carl and Jackie O have a recap every week, and every week it starts off with, "It's been a big week on the Carl and Jackie O show," and I wish I could start the same here, but
so what you've done is you've taken their idea.
Yeah,
and
that's
applied
exactly
it to
what I
Big
did.
Brother.
You already said that. Shh, keep going.
so Kieran Davidson trends every night. The show's on. Everyone hates him, but he's still in the house.
Is that the TikTok guy?
That's a TikTok guy
Hate
Why does people hate him?
him on TikTok?
because he's very annoying.
Okay.
Angela got evicted and then got put back in the house, and Zoe won 2 challenges, getting Ian and Garth removed
What
from
challenge
the house.
did she win?
There's a guy named Garth. Did I say this last time?
Well, that's the
What did she
segment.
win? Quick. Oh, too late.
Unless we want to do the segment again, I can tell
No,
you.
it's over. You hear the alarm. It's all
Yeah.
done. Yep. All right. Well, that was the segment.
Jeez, it doesn't sound like a lot happens on Big Brother.
It's
Is it just bad?
I watch it with my mum, and we spend half the time just talking about other stuff and not paying attention to the show.
Background
Yeah,
show.
it seems bad, and it doesn't seem like it's getting a lot of good press. And also, I heard the ratings were very low.
Very low. Like over quarantine, we watched the season 12,
I
the
think
entire show, and we were invested in every episode. And this one we hate.
COVID has killed free-to-air TV even further
Yeah.
because the quality of programming went downhill once studio audiences dropped. Like popular shows like Have You Been Paying Attention, Project and stuff no longer even have an audience. And then people were like, "Oh, I can
It's
watch
fake.
Netflix and stand whenever the fuck I want."
You know what I think as well is it's really, really forced these network TV shows to actually properly compete with YouTube. Because like even all the American Tonight shows, they got no
Dude,
no
Jimmy
audience.
Fallon sucks.
They have no studio, so there's no laughter. They've got less writers, no makeup, no fancy anything, costume, wardrobe, none of that spectacular sparkles.
Dude, Jimmy Fallon
And
was
it's-
interviewing
yeah.
David Dobrik over Zoom on his iPad.
Yes.
And he had no camera crew. Turned the camera around.
Yep.
It's like it said Jimmy's iPad down the bottom.
Yep.
And they didn't even use the good webcam footage.
No.
They didn't even film him. You know how we film us? Like if we're talking to someone on Zoom, we still film us in
Our
HD.
show
They
right now is more
used-
professional than all of the Tonight shows.
They
and
used
have
his screen
million-dollar
recording.
budgets.
They
Yeah.
screen recorded his fucking iPad and put it
What
on
it's done,
YouTube
this
or TV
quarantine
or whatever.
shit has forced all of these big budget shows to try and succeed in the today's entertainment environment and on YouTube, and they can't fucking do it. They cannot compete with 18-year-olds doing 6 jobs at once.
No.
I saw last night, Big Brother was trending, The Voice was trending, and MasterChef was trending, but only with like MasterChef had like 1,000 tweets about it. The Voice had 2,000,
all
and
bullshit.
Big Brother had
People
3,000.
do watch it. I'm not saying people don't watch it. I'm
But
just saying
only-
it's taken a hit.
Only 3,000 tweets in an hour about like the biggest show on television.
Yeah.
Is nothing.
Yeah, and it's Australia-wide
It's
as
dead.
well.
It's
Yeah.
fucking, it's dead, and it's wonderful to see because they didn't fucking adapt. They saw all of us come up, and they were like, "Oh, we'll just ignore them, put them in the box, and they'll go away." And now they're dying while we're thriving. I love it.
Meanwhile, we're talking about feeding ducks, so fuck you all.
Right? Hey, MasterChef, you just got trashed by a cunt talking about pooing while he eats pussy. It's over. It's over for you. Turn the networks off. Turn the towers off. It's over.
Look, but no, it's not because I'll be surprised if 3,000 people tweeted about you taking a shit in your dream.
It's gonna trend. Hashtag eating pussy and pooing. Let's get it trending.
There'll be like 4 tweets tomorrow.
Good smash MasterChef. That's the end of the show, guys. Thank you very much for listening. We don't have I'm Alex next week because we don't confirm anything. But stay tuned.
Also, ideas for episode 100. Send them in. Sound off below.
Yeah. Woohoo. Bye.